Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Melissa, and you guys, I did a thing. Wait, no, I did two things. You want to know what they are? Stay tuned. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to try not to be too chatty on this video. I appreciate you for clicking on it. I did two things these past few days. And the first thing is, as you can see, we're in YNAB. This is the budgeting software that I use. It stands for You Need a Budget, which I do. You do too. We all do. I changed the layout. So the number one thing that I did with my YNAB budget is change the layout. I am back to something new. So this video is going to be about what I have done with the budget. I'm going to do a mid-month check-in, and I'm going to tell you there's a big thing that I did. I'm going to tell you guys. Stay tuned for that. I changed the layout of my budget. Yes, I did. This is what you're looking at in YNAB. And I don't know why I didn't think of this to begin with, because I could have. It's so easy. I could have done that. If you're not new to YNAB, you do know that YNAB has these focus views. So I'm talking to all the new people now. YNAB has these focus views. It creates for you. It has an all section where it lists everything in your budget, all the categories, all the subcategories, or spending buckets or whatever they call them. I call them categories. They have all. Then they have underfunded, overfunded, and the money available. So these tabs will bring up what's going on in the budget. If you snooze a target, and the targets in YNAB, and I'm sorry if you are not new to YNAB or not new to my channel, but if somebody else is new here, I want them to understand what I'm talking about, not be completely lost. So snooze, when you create a target in YNAB, your target is what you expect to spend for the month on that particular thing. When you snooze a target, it will stop asking you for more money. Put it that way. So I have snoozed and I'm just going to show you while I'm here, my electric category. I have snoozed the target. So let's go in and unsnooze it. See, it goes yellow because it's asking for more money. It's asking for $8.83. I don't want to put $8.83 more in here because I have satisfied my bill for the month of May. So I hit snooze and that color goes away and it doesn't ask for any more money, right? So that's snoozing. Well, I don't know why I didn't think ahead of time when I had rearranged my budget. I think I did this in March or early April. I don't remember. I don't know why I didn't just create focus views, because YNAB had made it easy for me to create a focus view for when I go in to go budget, right? So I used to have my budget in different categories like, bills, expenses, variables, transportation, personal spending, kids. I used to have all that. But then I rearranged into the fixed versus the flexi method. But what I could have done was create a fixed and a flexi focus view, right? Just like I did here. And it will bring up everything that I have as a fixed build for me. And if I click on the flexi section, I could put everything that I have as a flexi bill or flexible spending for me. I should have done that, but I didn't. I took the time and I rearranged everything, and I could have just created the focus views. Don't know why I didn't do it. Anyway, we're not gonna cry over spilled milk. I wanted to go back to this layout where I have all my categories listed, and I created the focus view for the fixed and the flexi. That's what it is. So let's just jump in. We're going to talk about where we are currently in the month of May as far as bills and expenses go in relation to the targets that are set. You will see where we are. So I've created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 categories in my budget now. First up is the monthly bills. This is my rent in this category for me. Rent, electric, renter's insurance, cell phone, internet, heating oil, propane, and subscriptions. So I have heating oil and propane in this section because that's something that I do per month. It's not every month. They could be in the variable spending section, but I want to put them here because this is very important to me. Because if I put money in the heating oil, I'm going to have to leave it there because heating oil has been sucking the pennies, dimes, and nickels out of me since the winter, right? So we're going to leave them in there. And as you can see, I've taken out all of the ones and twos and all of the emojis. So I don't need those. I just need everything to be clean, cause me less anxiety and stress. I have enough stress about money. I don't need to stress when I look at my budget. Okay? My next category up is my babies. So this is anything that has to do with my babies, my children. I have after school, the babysitter, braces, child support, and other kids' expenses. So anything other kids' expense is haircuts, supplies, fund money, clothes, and shoes. I haven't split this category back out yet. I'm not sure if I will. So that's what it is. Everything else is self-explanatory when it comes to my kids, okay? Next up is the transportation. So this is my car insurance, the auto loan, my car fuel, and miscellaneous car expense. So miscellaneous car expense is anything with maintenance and repairs on our vehicles, parking passes or my easy pass, that's for the tolls. And this will be where the money that I spend for my annual car inspections or my car registrations. So I have renewed both registrations right now in the month of May for both our cars. So the Expedition was $222.50 and the Mini was $123.50. That's what it is. All right, so everything else in this category is self-explanatory. So far, we still have $50 left in the fuel, but our auto loan and the insurance was already paid. So in the variable category, I have copay and meds, eating out, groceries, giving, household goods, personal spending, unexpected spending, and the weekly rollover. So the weekly rollover, I put it in here because it is going to vary. And it's the weekly rollover for me is going to be any monies that I don't know where to put it. So if I have funded everything in the month and I have a little bit of money left, or in the pay period, and I have a little bit of money left, I will put it into the weekly rollover until I need to put it somewhere else. In copay and meds, we still have $25. This will be gone by the end of the week. I have a doctor's appointment. Eating out, I still have $24 left. Groceries, there's no money in the groceries right now. We should be good until I get paid again. I hope so. Giving, there's nothing there. Household goods, there's nothing in there. Personal spending, I have $6.05. Unexpected spending, there's no money there. And the weekly rollover have $747.76. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, the next one up is my main focus. So the main focus is, for me, is all of my debt. Okay, it's going to be all my debts. Student loan, OneMain, lending club. I do have credit card interest in here because I can't put it in the credit card category. YNAB creates this for you. So once you enter an account in here as a credit card, it automatically creates this category and it puts all your accounts that you list as a credit card in here. You can only delete them. You can't really edit it. You can't add anything else in here that's not a credit card. It just is. And as you can see, all of my other categories has, what would you call it? They're all in caps. Credit card payments is the only thing that's not in caps. Okay, we'll leave it. Toolkit for YNAB that it's an extension on my browser. It has a feature where you enter and put a credit card into the name of the category. This is the only category that the emoji is at the front and not the back. That's what it is. We'll leave it. I'm not going to sweat it. Next up is true expenses, and YNAB they're big on true expense, and true expenses is like your sinking funds. So it's anything that you know is going to happen sometime in the near future that you need to save for. So for me, it's all things kids. My BJ's membership comes around every year. My car registration comes around every 2 years. Household fund, I need to save for heating oil for the winters. Medical is anything that I need that doesn't really fit in the budget. I have to, lately I've spent a lot of money at the periodontist. We don't know what the insurance is going to do just yet. So I need a medical fund. Personal care is anything for myself, to pamper myself, to treat myself. YNAB is for my annual YNAB subscription. I want to sign up for the yearly subscription, but I need to save for it first. So there may be more things coming in this category, but they're not there just yet. So that's for the true expenses. Next category is the save up. I'm calling this save up because this is something that I want to save for. Car insurance, my emergency fund, vacation, and I still have yearly membership here because I didn't break out Microsoft 365 just yet. And I have one of my credit cards from Capital One, my Capital One number 2 card, has an annual fee. I need to create a category for that. Then I can get rid of this yearly membership. We'll figure that out. So like I said, I just put this together. We are not completely refined. There's still some changes that's going to come towards this. Okay, so those are my categories, you guys. I have changed everything. I think this will work for me. When I need to go in and budget in the fixed bills, all I need to do is click on the fixed focus view and I'll be able to assign money where I need. When I need to do the flexi, I go into the flexible spending section and assign the money as I see fit. All right, so far we are doing good on spending. We have covered a lot of things and there's not much left to cover for the end of the month. I think we're on a good track. So let's talk about the second big thing. So this is the first big thing that I've done, which is change the layout of my budget. The second big thing that I've done. So in my debt closeout for the month of April, I told you guys I was going to do something with my 401k. I refinanced my 401k loan. Yes, you heard that. I refinanced my 401k loan. And what does that entail? So I refinanced my 401k loan and got my interest rate down to 5%. And I also got my minimum payment per month down to $408. Originally, it was $442 because it was $221 bi-weekly. Now I'm going to be doing $204 bi-weekly. But there's a catch. And the catch is I took out an additional amount when I refinance. So the maximum amount that I could get from my 401k, non-taxable, it was $8,747.76. And you don't see it anywhere up here in the ready to assign section because I have already done what I need to do with this money. My goal for this money was to pay off OneMain. Before we received our taxes for 2024 or 2023 taxes, my goal was to pay off OneMain. That was one of my big goals for the year 2024 was to pay off OneMain. Well, when the taxes came in, it needed to jump into the budget and get into rotation with all the rest of the monies. So the $8,000 that I got from my 401k, I put $8,000 towards OneMain. Yes, you heard me right. I paid $8,000 from that 401k loan to OneMain. So if you remember down here when I clicked on the variable section and it had $747.76 in the weekly rollover, that's the amount that's left. I didn't pay all the monies to OneMain just yet. Why? Because just in case I need any additional money in the budget, this will fall into rotation also. I'm going to hold on to it till the end of the month. If we don't need it, then it's going towards OneMain. But I did make a big chunk. And yes, some people are out there about to cringe, and this may not have been something you would have done for yourself. But for me and our household, I think that was the best decision. Why? OneMain was taking so much money out for interest. So I'm going to jump down into our OneMain loan. So here we go. I've made a big chunk of payment. So now I only have about $6,000 to pay to OneMain. I can pay this off by May of 2025. So instead of May or June of 2027, we're at May of 2025. So this is knocking 2 years off of that. I know I only reshifted the money and put it to the loan to somewhere else, but I think where it is right now, it's the best place. And what I'm going to show you is each time I make a payment. So in the month of April, I was only able to pay $253.98. Of that amount, they took $227 in interest. All right, give you something better. In the month of March, I paid $507.96, and they took almost $300 of that for interest. I'm going to go one more step. In the month of February, I made 3 payments, and I did 2 additional payments, as you could see here. $600 was the total amount of payments that I made. They took almost $300 of that in interest. So I wasn't making any kind of headway. All the monies that I was throwing towards this loan was basically going into the interest. So I made that $8,000 payment. This is after making the $600 payment on May 3rd. I made an $8,000 payment to OneMain. Right now I only have $5,909. It can be paid off according to my minimum payments and the interest, because YNAB kind of calculate everything in here. I will be able to pay this off May of 2025. And for me, I'm going to knock this out before then. So you guys, this is the next big thing that I did. I took out the loan against my 401k. My 401k, you will see what my balance is when I do my debt closeout for the month of May. You will see that. Most of you guys, I understand. You're going to come at me in the comments, and I know I'm here for it. But this is going to work best for us. Not only did I reduce the amount that they're going to take out of my take out of my paycheck to repay the 401k, I will be losing less to OneMain in interest. So you guys, that's what it is. 2 big things that I've done so far in the month of May. I have rearranged my budget, but not only that, I took out some monies and I paid it towards OneMain. If you agree, please cheer me on in the comment, give me a high five. If you don't agree, I'm sorry, but that's what it is. I'm doing what's best for us. I have dug myself in a hole, and I know I only moved the money around, but I won't be losing that money in interest. So I'm not going to ramble on much longer. I'm just going to let you know this is what it is, you guys. I'm trying to make things work, and I'm still working on paying off the debts. I'm still working on it. So you guys, my name is Melissa, and I appreciate you so much for clicking on this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye now.